What's up YouTube, this is GalacticGod, and I'm coming at you now with my thoughts on the new October 1st, 2014 ban list. So first things first, no cards were placed on the ban list, which is kind of good. I'm never really a big fan of getting cards on the forbidden list. In fact, I'm more under the impression that a lot of the cards that are on the ban list could easily come off. So moving on to limited cards. And up first, the card that's probably the most striking on the list, Yugioh, is now back at 1 copy per deck. When I had first read this, I thought Konami had lost their mind. But after thinking about it for a bit and talking to other duelists, I think Yugioh will suffer a lot of the same fate that Yugioh did when it came off the ban list. When duelists first read about Yugioh Guardian coming off, they couldn't believe it, but then after they thought about it for a moment, they realized that Yugioh probably wasn't going to have that big of an impact on the meta. And with so many players now choosing not to play Dark Hole in their deck, because of the amount of floaters that are in the game, maybe now is a good time for Yugioh to kind of make its way off the list so we can see what kind of an impact it would truly have on the game. Next up, newly limited, Glow Up Bulb. This is a card that I've been saying could come off the list for quite a while. It will definitely give a boost to both Sylvan and Plant Synchro type decks, and with Konami pushing the upcoming Legendary Collection 5Ds, I'm not surprised about Glow Up Bulb coming off at all. Next up, Infernity Archfiend. Suffering from what so many decks that won the World Championship do, a harsh hit. I can't say that I'm too surprised, as a lot of times Konami will hit the deck that won Worlds, and although I think it's a little unjustified, I'm not really sad by it because I hate playing against Infernities. Rounding up the limited list, we have both Soul Charge, which should come as no surprise to anyone that's been playing this game for the last few formats, and Super Polymerization, a hit on both Elemental Heroes and Shaddolls. Moving on to the semi-limited list, we have Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind. A long overdue placement. Blackwings have done nothing since, I don't know, forever, really. And even getting a second copy of Gale is not going to push them to tier 0 status. In fact, I think Gale probably could have gone to 3, and Blackwings would still not be that big of a threat. Also semi-limited is Gorz, Emissary of Darkness. Now, the OCG has been allowed to have multiple copies of Gorz for quite a long time. I don't know why it's taken so long for the TCG to move him off of the limited list, but it should be a lot more interesting of a game with 2 Gorz out there. Next, we have Ceasefire. I'm not sure how I exactly feel about this. Burn decks have never been something that I enjoy dueling against, and just giving them more ammo to throw at me is not something that I like to see. And finally, the Transmigration Prophecy, a card that I really think probably could have moved also up to 3. Finally, the now unlimited cards, we have Magician of Faith, Formula Synchron, Coach Soldier Wolfberg, and Reinforcement of the Army. Nothing on here was really too big of a surprise to me. I know there are some out there that think the move of putting Reinforcement of the Army back to 3 is pretty crazy. But honestly, I'm more excited about Formula going to 3 and trying to do some crazy combos with it in my Synchron deck. Alright, and there you have it. That was the October 1st, 2014 ban list. Remember to let me know what you guys think of it down in the comment section below. And I guess that's it for now. This is GalacticGod, out.